The NBA draft is officially over and each team got the UDFA taken care of as well. And as the NBA calendar is moving on, the next major event coming up is free agency, which begins on July 1st, this next Saturday. And one big question that the Warriors have to consider is what the team should do with Draymond Green. About 1 week ago, Warriors star Draymond Green declined his player option and officially became a free agent. You can see here from Woj that, quote, clutches Rich Paul to ESPN on Golden State's Draymond Green declined player option. We'll continue to talk to Golden State and explore all options, Paul said. It was expected Green will opt out and now can talk with Warriors, explore sign and trades and free agency. Later, we also learned from Woj that, quote, the Warriors have been motivated to sign Green on a new deal. After trading for Chris Paul and clearing Jordan Poole's contract and drafting two ready-to-play players in Podziemski and Jackson Davis, the question of Draymond Green still remains. With a bunch of decent options in the free agency market, I have to say lots of players out there look pretty good to add to the Warriors roster. But for Draymond Green's caliber, I still want to talk about this. In today's video, let's explore about what the Golden State Warriors should do with Draymond Green. So without further ado, let's roll the intro.
Yeah. Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If you're the first time watching, I mostly cover news and reports for the Golden State Warriors, but we also occasionally make content for every other team in the league. So if you want the latest basketball news or rumors on your feed, all you gotta do is to leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any of a future upload. Now, before we get started, our previous video got 20,000 views with over 200 likes. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you from the bottom of my heart, and that truly means a lot to me. Now, to start things off, there are basically three different options the Warriors have in this case. They can let Draymond walk, sign back, or do a sudden trade with a separate team. This past season, Draymond Green was averaging 8.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 1 steal per game, while shooting 30.5% behind the arc. So Draymond is still a very well-rounded player in the league, and he has a lot of gas left in his tank. Now, in terms of letting Draymond walk, I heavily doubt that will happen. Draymond Green won 4 titles with the Golden State Warriors, and he has been a core player for this franchise's success. His leadership, his defensive presence, his playmaking are all critical for the Warriors. Now, if Golden State doesn't sign Draymond back, they indeed will have a lot of cap room left for other stars to sign during free agency. I got a video planned out for you guys to talk about some of the best free agents the Warriors can sign, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, we're just going to quickly name a few to let you guys get a bigger picture of it. We got Chris Middleton of the Bucks, Nikola Vucevic of the Bulls, Jeremy Grant of the Blazers, and Brook Lopez of the Bucks, just to name a few. I named these players because they're all starting all-star caliber forwards or center that can fill at the starting spot. Additionally, it will cost us around the same or even lower to sign these players compared to Draymond. Of course, I heavily doubt the team will let Draymond just walk outside the door after even clearing Jordan Poole's contract. We all know about the punch Draymond threw on Jordan Poole last year. The Warriors have to eventually pick a side. I think trading Jordan Poole away shows us that the Warriors are on the side of Draymond and want him back, which all aligns nicely with the report that Golden State wants Draymond back to a new contract. And moving on from this, let's talk about the signing situation where the Warriors gave Draymond a new contract when free agency begins. Now, Draymond opted out of his final year on his contract worth $27.5 million, meaning he is definitely expecting at least more money, no matter the length of the contract. And according to Mark Stein's Substack quote, Green is expected to return to Golden State on a 3-year deal that could pay him upwards of $100 million, if not more. The good thing I'm seeing here is that it's going to be a 3-year deal instead of 4. And I'm hoping that the third year can be a team option, since if Draymond begins declining even faster, the Warriors can move on from him after 2 years, and that will leave more flexibility on the cap room. We talked about this Chris Paul contract here in our earlier videos, but the Warriors can basically move on from Chris Paul next offseason and clear nearly $30 million in cap room. I'm hoping to see a similar kind of structure on Draymond Green's extension. Sure, the Warriors are contending right now, but they have to start considering the team's future, and leaving team option on Draymond's contract will do the trick and add more flexibility to future cap space. But then, honestly speaking, 3 years upwards of $100 million sound a little bit too much. I was originally thinking of a contract for 3 years and about $80 million, which seems too low right now, but I genuinely think that that's how much Draymond Green should be paid. He's definitely a great player, but he's also a system player for the Warriors, and that's a very interesting relationship here. Golden State cannot really find a replacement for Draymond, and Draymond likely will not get that big of a contract from other teams. But I'm hearing news and reports that Draymond possibly could join the Lakers or Kings during free agency. Now, without a doubt, Draymond Green is a good playmaker and great defender, so I'm not surprised that he is drawing already a lot of attention. I think when Draymond Green decided to opt out of his contract, he is using other teams as a leverage to get more money from Golden State. Honestly, even though I don't want to give Draymond that big of a contract, it might be something the team has to do. After trading for Chris Paul, it's official that the Golden State Warriors are going all in to win now, and I would rather go into a championship run with Draymond Green rather than without him. But if you were to ask me for a contract, I would give him, I would say, a 3-year, $90 million deal with a 30 on a team option. And of course, aside from signing and letting Draymond walk, the third possible solution here is doing a sign and trade with a different team. Essentially, this is an agreement between Draymond, Golden State, and a different team in which Draymond re-signs with Golden State only to be immediately traded to a different team. This is a situation where the Warriors let Draymond leave but still want something in return, which is fair because Draymond is still a very valuable player in the league today. Now, for a sign and trade, the opposing team has to also match the salary, meaning the Warriors will still have to pay a lot of luxury tax over this, and they won't have a lot of room for free agency. This is a very complicated situation because there are a ton of possible things that can happen with this. I'm currently hearing teams such as the Lakers, the Kings, the Mavericks, and the Grizzlies have interest in doing a sign and trade for Draymond. And you can see here, all of these teams are contenders, so the question is, do you really want to trade Draymond to a contender and have to deal with that team next year when Draymond is in a different uniform? That's a bit difficult to decide. And plus, when Draymond is on the court, you do feel a sense of assurance. Plus, I don't think any big forward in the league today in Draymond's size can defend on the level he is. The Warriors already have a smaller size center in Kevon Looney, so that further increases Draymond's value for this Golden State team. But now the question goes to you guys. If you're the Warriors GM, what would you do with Draymond Green? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and go check out my community tab to cast in your vote. Alright guys, that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media with all the links in the description box down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.